Lifelong leaders are lifelong learners. And the truth is, no matter where you are in your life today, whether in your business, your personal brand, with your YouTube channel, where you want to go is going to require something you don't know. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down 5 things on how to learn faster and remember more coming up. Hey, what's up? Sean here with Think Media, bringing you the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. And on this channel, we do a lot of tech gear reviews as well as strategy videos just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And I want to give a big thanks and shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, one of my favorite sites online because it's an online learning platform with over 25,000 classes in photography, graphic design, business, productivity, all the skills that you need to crush it as a content creator and as an entrepreneur. An annual membership comes in at less than $10 a month, but actually Think Media subscribers can get access to Skillshare for 2 months free by just clicking the link in the description. But it's just the first 500 Think Media subscribers, so click the link, get access to that training, and let's dive into the video. Continuous learning is the master key to your desired future. And the truth is, the more you learn, the more you earn. You know, all of us have goals in life, and your goals, tell me one in the comments. It could be to grow your YouTube channel. It could be to make money on your own terms, start a business. It could be to get in shape. It could be anything you want. And the truth is, we are here depending on our skills, our capabilities, and there are ways we can learn faster so that we can get to our goal sooner. And so let's dive right into the tips. And the first one is focus on a high impact skill. Focus on a high impact skill. There's a lot of things we can learn, and there's a lot of great things to learn out there, but you want to focus on a high impact skill. So ask yourself this question: what skill, if I was to learn it in the next 3 to 6 months, would move the needle the most for me and my brand? Maybe really learning video editing, if you're trying to grow a YouTube channel, would really help you speed up, make a greater impact, and improve your content. So you know that learning video editing is gonna be a major skill for you. Maybe it's something like teamwork, or it's something like organization or productivity because you're crazy disorganized. Maybe it's just capturing vision, identifying the skill that will actually be high impact. There's a lot of just random stuff we can learn, but when you focus on that skill, then you're even going to be more motivated because you can attach the skill to the impact that it's going to make in your brand, your business, whatever it is. Which brings us to tip number 2, and that is seize the day when it comes to learning. Let me know if you can relate to this. Sean, I would love to learn, but I just don't have that much time. I'm so busy with work and with the kids and with family. Tell me in the comments if you can relate to that. I recommend seizing the day, and here's what I mean, is seizing the opportunities in your day to learn where you maybe wouldn't think you normally could. This could be turning your car into a college, right? Whenever you're in your car, don't listen to the Sirius XM or music, but turn on a podcast, turn on a digital course, turn on some content that will actually help you grow. I like to listen to content when I'm getting ready in the morning, maybe listening to audiobooks when I'm on a run, or just listening to like a digital course or a Skillshare course when I'm doing errands or just working around the house on some Bluetooth headphones. There's so many opportunities in your day to pack in learning, which will help you ultimately accelerate more in your life. And actually, a power tip under Seize the Day is speed up the content itself. You probably know that on your YouTube app or on your podcast app or your audiobook apps or whatever it is, that you don't have to listen to everything in 1x speed. This is actually a Skillshare course from Simon Sinek. He wrote the book Start With Why. Incredible book, by the way. And this is a must-watch session on presentation essentials. It'll help you become a better YouTuber, speaker, content creator, whatever. But anyways, you could watch this, right, in normal 1x speed. And that actually, depending on what you're doing in your day, that's fine. And depending on your learning speed, I suppose. But what I love is that you can go on YouTube or Skillshare or anywhere, and you could go to 1.25 speed or 1.5 and actually speed up. Like maybe the person talks slow, or what you'll learn is I've learned that your brain can be conditioned that sometimes you can learn just as fast, especially if I'm running audiobooks on 1.5 speed, maybe 2x. In fact, let me know in the comments if you ever speed up your content, but that's literally a practical tip of how to learn faster is learn faster by speeding it up. But hey, tip number 3, 1 to 2 subjects at a time. You know, a friend of mine, Peter Voog, talks about this concept of mastery versus overload. And if there's one thing in our culture right now that is really, I believe, dangerous, is the fact that we're getting hit with so much information, it's actually hurting us and it's not helping us. We're trying to read too many books at one time, learn too many skills at one time, go through too many courses at one time, work on too many projects at one time. And maybe you're feeling it, you're like, yeah, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed, and really nothing's getting done, but I'm so busy. So that's why I want to say focus on 1, at the most 2 subjects at one time, and focus on mastery, not overload. Some people brag, oh, I read a book a week. I read 52 books this year. Cool. Did you master them though? And honestly, I don't know if it'd be possible to master like 52 skills this year. It'd be more impressive to read 1 or 2 books this year and dominate them. Just master them at the highest levels. So identify 1 to 2 skills. You know, you might learn video editing and maybe even some graphic design at the same time and really level up your YouTube content and your thumbnails. Or maybe you're actually focusing on leadership and teamwork. Those are 2 big ones for me right now. As we've been scaling in our business, I need to grow as a leader. I need to figure out more how to run a team. So I've identified high impact skills, but at the most, I'm gonna focus on 1 to 2 at one time. You know, I see entrepreneurs all the time. They're trying to learn funnels and Facebook ads and how to create landing pages and how to be on camera and how to talk on stage all at once. Don't do that. Focus on 1 to 2 subjects at a time. Tip number 4 is take notes on paper. Now check out this research study. Researchers at Princeton University and UCLA found that when students took notes by hand, they listened more actively and were able to identify important concepts. Taking notes on a laptop, however, leads to mindless transcription as well as an opportunity for distraction, such as email. So research has shown us that when learning, if you want to not just learn faster, but actually remember more, that taking notes on paper is incredibly powerful. That's why I'm a journal guy. I mean, let me know in the comments if you love to journal as well on paper, but whether it's planning on paper or learning on digital courses or at actual in-person events and conferences. Recently, I went to 2 conferences and packed out 2 journals with handwritten notes, reviewed them after the event, which also improves comprehension, and put together a massive game plan for dominating here at Think Media this year. And so I encourage you, when doing an online course or watching even YouTube videos when you can, or going through a masterclass or some kind of a training, take notes on paper and you'll learn deeper and faster and improve comprehension. In just a second, I also have a bonus tip for you, which will help you accelerate your learning even faster. And so I'm excited to share that. But tip number 5 is take action. I love this quote from Dale Carnegie, who wrote the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, a classic, by the way. I'll link these up in the YouTube description also if you want to check out any of the resources. But here's the quote. Learning is an active process. We learn by doing. Only knowledge that is used sticks in your mind. And man, I love that quote because look, if you focus on a high impact skill, that's great. And if you, during the day you're listening to digital courses and Skillshare and audiobooks and podcasts in your margin time and you've turned your car into a college, that's amazing. Only focusing on a few subjects, great. Taking notes, awesome. But if you don't take action, you'll never really learn. The way we learn is by doing. And so in our community, we like to focus on learn in a chunk of time, like try to get new information and then execute like crazy. We speak to YouTube the most here on Think Media. And so when it comes to YouTube, it's like take a course, read a little bit of YouTube secrets, you know, practice a little bit and watch some videos here on Think Media, but then post a bunch of videos, take a bunch of action, create a bunch of stuff, make a bunch of mistakes and fail a lot and be like, okay, now I got to learn more and I got more questions. So it's this dance of like learning a lot, but then also taking massive action. And I've learned that that compounds over time, getting you closer to your goal than ever before. And so, hey, I hope that these 5 tips have added value to you. I've got a bonus tip in just a second, but I'm curious your feedback on this kind of content on Think Media. It's a little bit different. Let me know in the comments if you got value and what did you like best from this video. And also, I have a playlist out on how to double your productivity in life and business with a lot more training like that. So if you want to check that out, I'll link it up on the YouTube card and put a link to it in the description below as well. But this brings us to our bonus tip, which is a massive accelerator. Like if you do all these things, it's going to be great, but this one is going to take you to a whole nother stratosphere in accelerating your learning. And it's this: teach. Check this out. This was from the Washington University in St. Louis, a study that they did, and it said, expecting to teach, even if you don't teach anything, but if you go into learning expecting to share it with somebody else, expecting to teach enhances learning and organization of knowledge in free recall of text passages. Other studies have showed that actually when you do teach, that was just like if you expect to teach, you're going to take notes different and comprehend more. But if you actually do teach, even if you just share the information with a friend, a sister, a spouse, a business partner, or maybe you've got a private Facebook group or a YouTube channel, or you've got some kind of a community where you could pass along the information. For example, when I got done with 2 of my conferences, I spoke with the Think Media team about a lot of the things I learned. And in the process of reconveying that information, I learned it more. I re-articulated, I circled parts, it went deeper in my understanding because I was conveying it to other people. I want to encourage you, whatever skill you're working on, if you can find a way to teach a family member, someone online, go live on Facebook and teach. What if no one's there? It doesn't matter. By simply structuring the information, taking notes with the intent of teaching it later, thinking about how you're going to convey it to somebody else to help them and contextualize whatever it is that you're learning, that will accelerate how much you remember and how fast you can learn. Question of the day. What is one high impact skill that you want to learn in the next 3 to 6 months? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to check out a video in our Double Your Productivity series, that playlist is in the description as well. And then finally, if you want to take advantage of that Skillshare offer, if there's any of those 500 seats still remaining, then just click the link in the description to get a 2-month free trial from Skillshare so you can start learning a lot of cool stuff right now so you can go further faster in your business and your brand. Appreciate you so much. Keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.